Welcome back to the final part of the show. Now we're heading to Leitrim, where Chef Sham is cooking up a Friday night feast.
Sham, good evening. Take it away, sir.
Good evening, Ray. Yes, I'm in the cottage restaurant here, so I'm going to share a really simple recipe, Singapore noodles. Very simple. Friday night, you're not going to worry about it too much, okay? So basically, what you're going to do is basically going to make an omelette. You see, he's going to show us to make omelette, but we're going to fry it off the eggs out the way first, okay? So sometimes when people cook noodle and everything, they put eggs afterwards. The eggs actually mix together too well into the noodle and get really sticky. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to mix, just fry the eggs out the way first. So this is going to add it on at the end of it. Just mix the omelette really quick, cook it off. And somebody said, he's not sure how to make omelette. Very simple. One egg, whisk it in. Okay? Just like the Japanese omelette, fold that in. Okay, non-stick pan is great. That's all I have to do. Okay, we're going to chop this in later on into the noodle. All right, so that's there. Flip it on the chopping board. I'm going to chop it up later on. Now, use the same pan. Bit of oil. Okay, turn up the heat a little bit. Really simple dish. I mean, Friday night takeaway, you know. So, bit of prawn. Okay. Fry it up there, a bit of shallot. One shallot if you want thin slice them. Go. And a bit of garlic here, and mix it in here on the top. So what we do, just very quickly fry it up, the ingredient that we have. The recipes actually will be posted up in 6 heats. Now, but it's chili. I know I have a peppers here as well, Murren. I know you say you usually order Chinese, you don't want the peppers, but I put a little bit of it, okay? Not too much. There you go. Fry it up that little bit. And then a bit of curry powder. That's where the Singapore noodle come in place. The curry powder there. Mix it in. Right. Okay, I put a little bit of my 1-4 sauce, or you can use water, soy sauce if you want. Okay, oops, it's in there. Okay, when that starts smoky like that, you're gonna put the water in. You don't want to caramelize too much, okay? That's all we have to do.
That's a fierce hot pan, is it, Sham?
Sorry?
That's a very hot pan, is it?
Yeah, it's a hot kind of, you know, you can use wok as well, or you can use just a normal hot pan, but non-stick pan is great, you know? So mix it in there, and a bit of pea shoot here, sugars, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is the stage that I turn it up a little bit higher, and you can mix in the noodle.
So have you pre-done these
chili,
earlier on? You boiled them up earlier on, and you're just throwing them in there to add in?
Yes. I don't even boil them up. I mean, if you stick on the kettle and then put the noodle dry from the packet and just pour in the hot water into it and let it soak through, because sometimes people boil them up and the noodle gets, overcooked, and it's all, breaking away. You don't want that to happen, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see that, it absorbs all the sauce again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in a little bit more sauce, mix it in. And I'm always a great believer, Ray, you rather mix it in, add it in, then try to take it out, you know?
Okay.
Is there a particular type of noodles you go for that they look like quite stringy ones? I go for udon.
Yeah, this is vermicelli.
Right.
Yeah, udon, there's no right or wrong, Ray. You can use udon, you can use egg noodle, you can use a rice flat noodle, like a pad thai noodle, you know? So whatever suits you. Like, this is what they use in Singapore, but in Malaysia, sometimes we use a big yellow noodle, just like a spaghetti nearly. And then I have a bit of a, now, this is a char siu pork, okay? Char siu pork is basically roast pork. What I do is basically I get a pork fillet, I pour over the sauce and bake them for like 140 degrees for nearly half an hour, and nice moist. If you use raw pork, you can fry it up earlier, before the prawn, okay?
What's the sauce that you pour over them, Sham?
Yeah, so that's here. And then I'm going to add in a little bit more peppers here, Murren.
Lovely.
That sizzle is loud. Sham
Okay,
can't
so-
hear us as clearly as you would like.
I think so.
Over the loud sizzle.
Yeah.
So the pork you did it earlier on, or you could have done it yesterday or the day before. It just keeps long enough to throw in.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what? Sometimes, like I always said, if you have a leftover pork for dinner, slice it up and mix it in. Or some people use ham as well. You know, so you don't have to be exact. You know what to use, but traditionally, what they use is basically a bit of a char siu pork that we already
Gotcha.
have. You know.
What's
so
that?
Mix it in there. That's bean sprout.
Lovely.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. So you don't want to cook it too much, you know. Like look at that, it's already start. You bind it all together. You don't want it to go any longer. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna start plating up. So get nice bowl. Okay, make sure the pork heats through as well. The smell, you can smell the soy, you know, the vegetables, and you see that the color of the vegetable, everything is still green, still red. The mayo color, Ray.
Absolutely, the green and red. It looks absolutely glorious. We're just jealous we can't taste it because you're outside our 5K, Sham.
I know, and I have
Yes.
to say the wallpaper in the cottage restaurant is gorgeous, Sham.
On point.
Thank you, thank you.
So
at the end,
good.
I just chop it up, the egg. I chop it
Oh,
up
of
the
course,
egg
yeah.
that we
The
fried
egg
up
that you did at
earlier.
the beginning, yeah.
On top of it. That's it. You know,
And
just
throw it
nice.
on.
You have all the flavor bind together beautifully.
Can we
looks
give it up for Sham?
absolutely glorious. You can you can see the whole thing, ingredients and method on our website. Just do a Google for 6 Eats and you'll find it there. Chef Sham, thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you, Sham. Hopefully the
safe.
cottage will be
Cheers,
open
man. Mind
soon.
yourself.
Thank you, Jim.
That's it for tonight's show. A huge thank you to all of our guests and, of course, to Chef Sham for the lovely
Everyone who's
noodles.
texted in thinks that you've gotten a perm. That's
Oh, yeah,
his
thanks for
natural
all the
hair.
brutally honest messages.
Martin and I will
Same
be
thing
back
next
on
Friday.
Monday.
Same thing next
Have
Friday.
a good weekend.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye.